Today's video is about going alone, okay? And I'm not talking about every day and everywhere, but testing your resolve and putting yourself out there and every once in a while doing things solo on your own. Got a few comments after the last video about the dangers of, or risks of doing stuff alone and, you know, not necessarily putting yourself out there where you could get hurt or, you know, injured. But here's the thing. Today's society is so full of, you know, elbow pads, knee pads, helmets, safety measures, warning signs on everything you go into, due to lawsuits and whatnot, that we almost forget where we came from. We almost forget that the reason why we have what we have is because somebody went in alone. Somebody tested the water. Somebody tried something. You know, there's that guy that just bought a sailboat in Oregon, never sailed before, and sailed to Hawaii. You know, that guy's mind right now is so full. I mean, he just blew his own concept of what he thought was reality, what he thought he was capable of. And now that guy is so full of confidence of what other areas in his life he can go and chase down and accomplish. And I want to encourage people to go and do that sort of stuff, not to just go stupid in a boat out in the middle of the ocean and die. It's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about take the necessary steps, precautions, you know, build safety into whatever you're going to do. Have contingency plans so that you can exit, you know, your exit strategy, your safety, your medical, you know, your comms, whatever it is that you need, and then leave. Push away from the dock in life and go put yourself out there, test yourself. As leaders, whether you're a man or a woman, whatever you are, if you see yourself as a leader of a family or a group or a team or whatever it is, how good are you going to be as a leader if you can't even rely on yourself? So realistically, it's good to have family, it's good to have friends, it's good to have support groups, but every once in a while, it's also good just to send it and just get out there on your own and put yourself in uncomfortable situations, environments, and test your resolve. And that's what today's message is basically all about. I believe strongly in this because I feel like I learn the most about myself when I do that. You know, we're doing a backpack trip at the end of the summer. I'm out here doing, you know, some hiking on my own, testing gear, getting things set up. Where we're going backpacking, there's going to be no comms, there's no 911, there's no walk to the convenience store. You need to carry everything on your back. And, you know, to an average backpacker or through hiker on the PCT, like, no duh, this doesn't seem like rocket science, right? But when you're a dad and you're taking your family out, when stuff goes sideways, they look to you. Or a mom, like I said, if you're the leader of your pack, you take that stuff into consideration. So put yourself out there. Last year I did a motorcycle ride through the mountains in Idaho. It was 177 miles. I had one fuel stop. It was on forestry roads, and I'd never ridden the route before. I had no idea what I was going to expect. You know, a few people told me it was stupid to do it alone. What if I crashed? What if I got hurt? What if I got injured? No one would be there. I took all the necessary precautions that I could, all the way down to a Garmin InReach, safety blankets, you know, emergency shelter, fire starter, signaling mirrors, food, water, you know, medical aids, additional fuel, change of, you know, clothes. I brought it all. And then once I had everything set and ready to go, I double checked everything and my mapping, and I went and I pushed away from the dock of life. And I'll tell you what, that day reinvigorated my spirit and got me thinking more and more and more, what else could I do? What else can I achieve on my own? So don't be afraid, even if it's just a walk around the block or a walk to the store and back, or, you know, a long bike ride, or a road trip by yourself, camping by yourself for the weekend, or maybe it is going out in a boat. But take the necessary precautions and then go for it. Put yourself out there. I've had a couple of moments that are a little scary when you're alone, but when you survive them and you make it back, you don't sleep as well ever. You're so content, you're so confident, and you're so happy to be alive. You're so happy to be here. You have so much gratitude for everything in life. So I don't know, that's my recommendation for today. Get out there, get your steps in, have your fun, push the limits a little bit, and make it back in one piece, and live. L-I-V-E, live your life. Don't watch other people live their lives. Get out of your house, go make your life, and live. Look at this scenery. All right.